Hey everybody, this is Chad Smith with The Real Solution. On our highlight reel this week, we're going to go through a couple of our core values that are really a big part of our culture here at The Real Solution. One of them is think long term, and we run that through the lens of putting God first, and then your spouse, and then your children if you have them, and then the business. We can make good decisions if we have that priority structure set. Another one is measure. Numbers are the language of business, so how are you measuring your business? Look at what's going on with inflation. The CPI number came out this week at 8.5%. It could go up from here. How is that going to affect your business? What are you going to do to change, to navigate that, to explain that to your clients? From a historical perspective, interest rates are still low compared to the last 30, 40-year average. Your clients should know that. You got to teach them how to think. There's still opportunities if you're a buyer out there. If you wait and rates keep going up, that could be a challenge for your clients as well. And then, is supply starting to build up? Are we hitting buyer fatigue to the point where the market's going to shift? The Federal Reserve has announced that they actually want to bring the real estate market to its knees. They've got to slow this thing down. Residential real estate is going to fundamentally change. And as a professional, we got to change with it. We got to pivot faster than everyone else in order to lead the way on behalf of our clients. Hope you enjoy the video this week, and I'll talk to you soon. How long are you going to stay producing not enough? How long are you going to spend your time on things that are of no value and will never help you accomplish a goal? How long are you going to spend talking about anything other than the things that will help you succeed? I'm Chad Smith, and this is The Real Solution. For 17 years in a row, we've grown our business regardless of what was happening in the market. Collectively, we've sold over 7,000 homes in our careers, and we consistently sell over $100 million in volume per year. Most real estate coaching and training is taught by someone who either never operated at the top level or they used to be a top producer in a different market. But the difference at The Real Solution is that we are still in the game. We know what it takes to adapt, grow, and build a real estate business without sacrificing the things that matter most. In today's market, how you think and the strategies you employ matter more than ever before. If you're a real estate agent and you're struggling in this crazy seller's market, and you want to find out what you're missing and learn what it takes to get an offer accepted in this market, we've created a 7-step process to get an offer accepted in this market. And we've got the evidence to prove that it works. Go to myofferaccepted.com to find out what it takes to win in this market. Go to myofferaccepted.com. Measure.
So we actually changed the name of this. At one point, it was tracking, and we found out that nobody liked to be tracked.
After tracking and tracing of 2020, I couldn't have a core value named tracking.
So now it's called measure. So we measure everything. Anybody that's on the team or has had a chance to be in our office, you know that every day we track every number in the business. And there's a reason for that. It's not so that I can come over to Mariella and go, hey, you didn't do your job. No, it's so that I can help her break this down and identify her KPAs, her key performance indicators, or KPIs, sorry, her key performance indicators, and identify gaps that she's at. So we can break it down to the number of phone calls you made to the number of appointments you set and identify if you're not having the right kind of conversation, or you're not having enough conversations. I can identify the amount of offers somebody has written to the amount of offers that they're getting accepted. And I can break that down to, are you missing a gap in how to write a winning offer? But the reason we measure all of this is because numbers are the language of business. And if we don't have all of our numbers in place, we're lying to ourselves. We're just going out there and going through the motions, and we don't really know where we're missing, where the gaps are, and what we need to correct. So we watch that on a daily basis. We coach to that on a daily basis. And the reason is for all of us, including Brooks and myself, that if we don't watch those numbers, that's how the big valley starts in your real estate business. You don't know the truth falling into it.
So I haven't even listened to this yet. I'm going to see if this works. But my trainer is an MBA student at LSU online. And she was telling me about these tech companies and the amount of data that they're collecting on all of us. And so she started rolling through this list of all the data that they collect on us. And I asked her to send it to me. I asked her to send it to me in text, but it looks like she sent me like a voice text. But let's just listen to this real quick, see if it works. Maybe.
Products are your demographic, the age, the background, the location, what type of foods they eat, what type of websites they visit, how often are they going to the grocery store, are they rewards members, what schools they went to, what income bracket are they in, the race, how likely are they to try spicy foods, how often do they eat foreign foods, how often do they eat out. Are they particular to a certain gym? Do they have a certain number of children? Are they homemakers? Are they students, full-time students? Are they male, female? Is there a certain brand that they are particular to when they shop? Do they shop online? Do they like to go into the store? Do they have a delivery service? How often do they use the delivery service? Are there certain products that they use? Are they brand loyal? All of these are things that brands consider when putting stuff together. Are there certain unique features that people are looking for or that they constantly are purchasing? What is the ease of purchase? How often are they traveling? Where are they traveling? What airlines are they using to travel? They try to pick up trends to know who to cater to, what type of products to create to continue to increase that brand loyalty or that fan base, customer base.
That's what tech is bringing into our industry to replace us. That's the level of measure that they have. And we have agents and, you know, we track 4 key KPIs and they push back on us. You see what I'm saying? Measure is just so what Jason said is so that we can see where your gaps are so we can what? Help you get what you want when you want it. But if you don't measure it, how can we know what your gap is? How can we know, do you know what to say? Because it could be your scripts and dialogues. If you know what to say, are you saying it enough times? And if you're not saying it enough times, do you know who to say it to? Maybe you need a new list. But if you don't measure it, then we can't fix it, right? That's what that core value is all about. Think long term, it goes back to the identify, the way I started this whole section. I don't want to do anything that would be at the expense of my walk with God or my wife or my children. I want to do everything and make every decision as to how it will positively affect my children's children. It just changes everything. It changes your perspective on everything. Are you going to do a shady deal if you have a think long-term mentality? Is any real estate transaction worth your reputation or your marriage or your children? So think long-term. How long does it take you to get all this stuff going? How long is it going to take you to memorize your scripts and dialogues? How long is it going to take you to figure out how to explain the buyer's dilemma? How long is it going to take you to start reading and studying what the mortgage rates are doing? How long is it going to take you to get over your fear of calling someone on the phone? And how long are you going to keep believing that the dialer is some scary, wicked, evil thing that will kill you if you pick up the phone and let the dialer ring? How long are you going to stay producing not enough? How long are you going to spend your time on things that are of no value and will never help you accomplish a goal? How long are you going to spend talking about anything other than the things that will help you succeed? It's not my fault. It's not the market's fault. It's not your parents' fault. It's not where you're from's fault. How long are you going to make excuses for yourself? Today, I will do the things that failures will not do. You are responsible for your results. All right. You might know where mortgage rates are?